Alright guys, we just landed in Bali, Indonesia. Local time, around 10 in the morning. The weather is sunny and it's already about 30 degrees outside. And honestly, the vibe here already feels completely different the moment you arrive. We've just arrived at Denpasar International Airport, the main gateway into Bali, Indonesia. And honestly, the vibe already feels different the moment you step outside. Unlike most parts of Indonesia, which are mainly Muslim, Bali is strongly influenced by Hindu culture. You immediately start noticing the temples, statues, offerings, and traditional architecture all around the airport. It gives the island vibe a completely unique atmosphere compared to the rest of the country. And this is just the beginning of our Bali adventure. We've just ordered a Grab taxi from the airport and now we're heading to our beautiful hidden villa in Bali. My sister is experiencing the island for the very first time, while I've been here many times before. After a long journey, we finally arrived at our villa in Bali. The moment we walked in, it already felt like a private tropical paradise. Palm trees, a beautiful swimming pool, and that calm Bali atmosphere everywhere around us. Carrying the suitcases inside, we instantly knew this was going to be an unforgettable stay.
Good morning, everyone. It could be afternoon, it could be night. I don't know what time you're watching this. We are starting our day right now. So we're still in our little cute villa. Okay, remind me that I have to clean up a little bit. Can't leave the room like this, of course. But yeah, we are in Bali, enjoying our little villa. 2-bedroom, one for me, one for my sister. We have our own little pool, and they put the living area outside, which is very unique. At least for me, it's the first time I experienced this. And they even have a shower outside. So yeah, we're getting ourselves ready right now and about to rent a motorbike and explore Bali. It's actually my second time this year. The first time I was here I was alone, and I think I was here for a visa trip. Ended up not really exploring or renting a bike, just chilling and doing some work. Now I'm trying to mix the two and cannot forget to vlog, of course. So yeah, let's go outside and rent a bike and start exploring. I think I found a rent place. Let's see what the price is.
We managed to rent a motorbike here in Bali, and honestly, this is probably the best way to explore the island. I paid around 120,000 Indonesia rupiah for the day, which is about $7 US. Pretty amazing for the amount of freedom you get here. Now it's finally time to discover Bali. Our first destination, a shopping mall. Driving through Bali already feels like an experience on its own. The traffic is chaotic, scooters are everywhere. And one of the first things you immediately notice are the many Hindu temples, statues, and traditional Balinese details spread all across the island. We've just arrived at Beachwalk Shopping Center here in Kuta. And honestly, this place feels more like a tropical resort than an actual shopping mall. Open walkways, palm trees everywhere, luxury brands, cafes, and people slowly walking around enjoying the Bali atmosphere. One thing that immediately stands out is how relaxed everything feels here. Even though it's busy, it still has the laid-back island vibe you expect from Bali. My sister is taking it all in for the first time, while I'm already noticing how different this place feels compared to shopping malls in most other countries. It really blends modern shopping with the tropical lifestyle. After walking around the mall, we stopped for some authentic Indonesian nasi goreng. And honestly, it tasted amazing. Back at the villa, I decided it was time for a fresh shave. A late night swim in Bali. Yes. The next morning we jumped back on the scooter and started driving towards the famous monkey forest in Ubud. And honestly, riding through Bali is an experience by itself. Every street feels different. One moment you're surrounded by busy traffic and small local shops, In the next, you suddenly drive through places like this. These tall traditional Balinese decorations are connected to Hindu cultures and ceremonies. Sometimes you see it all across the island. And after more riding through the tropical streets of Ubud, we finally got closer to the monkey forest. We finally arrived at the famous monkey forest here in Ubud. This is one of the island's most popular attractions, known for its jungle atmosphere, ancient temples, and of course the monkeys everywhere. The entrance tickets cost around 100,000 Indonesian rupiah per person, which is about $6 US. Walking through the monkey forest in Ubud honestly feels like stepping into another world. Everywhere around us you hear the sounds of nature, monkeys climbing through the trees and the jungle slowly surrounding the pathways. This place is much more than just a tourist attraction. The monkey forest is actually considered a sacred area in Bali and is deeply connected to the island's Hindu culture. Hidden between the jungle, you'll also find ancient temples and statues that have been here for generations. One thing that immediately stands out is how freely the monkeys move around here. They're everywhere. Some are quietly sitting near the paths, others are jumping through the trees, and some clearly very interested in tourists carrying food or bags. As we continued exploring the forest, we also came across a dark cave hidden between the rocks. Inside, you could actually see bats hanging from the walls and flying around in the darkness. And then suddenly we spotted a giant monitor lizard walking through the park. These reptiles can actually grow surprisingly large in Indonesia. For my sister, experience all of this for the first time was honestly pretty surreal. And even for me, after visiting Bali multiple times, places like this still remind you of how unique the island really is. Seeing one this close in the middle of the monkey forest honestly caught us off guard for a second. It almost looked prehistoric, slowly walking across the path. Moments like these are exactly what make places like the monkey forest feel more like an adventure than just a normal sightseeing spot. What's also interesting is that despite the crowds of tourists, there are still moments inside the forest where everything suddenly becomes calm again. You hear the wind moving through the trees, water flowing in the distance, and monkeys communicating with each other somewhere deep in the jungle. We've been traveling for about 5 days now, and it's really time to get a decent haircut. So I just drove past Unique Ink. Ready for the last day in Bali. One moment it was sunny and the next Bali turned into a tropical storm. After the heavy tropical rain finally passed, we arrived at one of the most breathtaking places we visited in Bali, Grecia Ubud. Hidden between the jungle palm trees and rice terrace of Ubud. This place almost feels unreal, from the music and infinity pool to the incredible views across the valley. Everything here has the unique Bali atmosphere people travel across the world for. Sitting here, looking out over the tropical landscapes, really gave us a moment to reflect on the journey. From arriving at the airport, exploring Bali by scooter, discovering the monkey forest, and now ending the day here in Ubud. It honestly felt like the perfect way to experience the island. And moments like these are exactly why Bali keeps pulling people back from all over the world. My name is Lennox and you just watched my channel Travel with Lennox, where I'm exploring Asia. Right now I'm in Thailand, my home base, and from here I travel to Singapore, Kuala Lumpur, Taipei, Osaka, Tokyo, you name it. I've probably been there or I'm gonna visit. Oh yeah, if you have some tips where to go, make sure to drop a comment. I will reply personally. Subscribe, like everything, check all the videos.